And the mother's name?
The mother's name? Maria Teresa Angelina Barberini.
Phone rings. It's Kiki Kornberg. I couldn't believe it. She asked me to come over because she's afraid to watch Laverne and Shirley alone. It's very casual. It should look like it's being blown by unseen winds.
In 1975, a television series took America by storm, launching John Travolta into global superstardom and creating an unprecedented cultural phenomenon. Still right at the peak of its fame, a fatal script decision dealt a death blow to the entire production.
We all know him best as Horseshack, the sweet sweat hog with that crazy laugh from the hit 70s show Welcome Back, Kotter. ABC's Chris Connolly takes a look back at one of TV's most...
It was not personal scandals or network interference, but a fateful transitional scene right on screen that completely destroyed the soul of the show.
I'm Arnold, the littlest reindeer, and I am here to spread some seasonal cheer.
I haven't forgotten last semester. Epstein's grandmother died 3 times. I still remember the note that he turned in. Violets are blue.
Posture. Walk like this. Walk straight, walk proud. Remember, the sweat on.
It turned the most popular script into a historic ratings disaster. What actually happened behind the lens that led to the creator being shunned, and which disastrous scene officially wiped out this landmark show forever? Let us decode it right now. In the mid-1970s, American television witnessed a landmark milestone when the project Welcome Back, Kotter was officially introduced.
Or until Vinny wakes up, whichever comes first.
Yeah, so what are you gonna do about Live a Day Now, huh, Mr. Woodman?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything if I wanted.
Submarine sandwich. Okay, BLT, whole tomato, submarine sandwich, and prune Danish, right?
But if they don't got prune cheese, it's okay.
The work not only drew record-breaking viewership, but also created a powerful pop culture phenomenon across the nation. The origins of the show stemmed directly from comedian Gabe Kaplan's childhood memories in the borough of Brooklyn, New York City. He was once an underachieving student at New Utrecht High School, a place that gathered young people whom the educational system of the time deemed lacking in potential. Here, Kaplan met Mr. Alan Brenner, a dedicated teacher who completely transformed his perspective on life. That teacher did not turn away troublemaking students, choosing instead to listen, understand, and patiently reform each individual through genuine care and love. After leaving school and achieving success on stand-up comedy stages, Kaplan decided to bring this experience into a television script. He partnered with producer Alan Sachs to turn these true Brooklyn stories into a groundbreaking sitcom series. The plot revolves around Gabe Kotter, a former student who returns to his old school, Buchanan High, as a teacher. His mission is to take charge of a special class for the Sweat Hogs, a group of students labeled as underperforming, rebellious, and virtually abandoned by the school. When the premiere episode aired on the ABC network on September 9, 1975, the show immediately generated an explosive media effect. The image of a patient teacher standing alongside a group of mischievous students touched the hearts of millions of American television viewers. The appeal of the series quickly expanded beyond simple entertainment. The soundtrack song, composed and performed by musician John Sebastian, titled Welcome Back, set an unprecedented record on the music charts at that time. Alongside the music, the catchphrases in the show rapidly became trendy among young people. Signature slogans like, "Up your nose with a rubber hose," or the exclamation, "Ooh, ooh," appeared in school hallways throughout America. This widespread popularity turned the comedic dialogue into an everyday staple of pop culture. Merchandise, such as t-shirts, lunchboxes, vinyl records, and magazines featuring the characters continuously sold out across all retail outlets nationwide. Still, the single biggest highlight that created this historic craze was the appearance of the character Vinnie Barbarino. The role of the Sweat Hogs leader, played by 21-year-old actor John Travolta, immediately created an unprecedented entertainment phenomenon. With his handsome good looks, feathered hair, and signature confident demeanor, Travolta completely captivated young audiences. The character, Barbarino, equal parts naive and charming, transformed an unknown actor into a top idol star after just a few weeks on air. Every week, ABC received thousands of fan letters specifically addressed to John Travolta. The press at the time described this craze as a social phenomenon, with millions of young fans lining up just to catch a glimpse of him. Recalling this peak explosive era, Gabe Kaplan himself once shared in the media, "We knew we had a good show, but nobody expected John Travolta's appeal to explode like such a massive storm." Fame coming too quickly often brings unannounced storms. While millions of viewers were enthusiastically cheering for every catchphrase of the Sweat Hogs right behind the screen, and in several states, the first waves of backlash and rifts quietly began to brew. An unexpected broadcast ban. Right upon its debut in September 1975, Welcome Back, Kotter faced major turbulence from the mass media. Although achieving impressive viewership ratings, the show encountered a harsh boycott wave from several local television stations. Most notably was station WCVB-TV in the city of Boston, Massachusetts, an official affiliate of the ABC network. The station's management made a blunt decision to refuse to broadcast the pilot episode right before showtime. The cause stemmed from an extremely complex social context in Boston in the fall of 1975. The city was undergoing a tense school busing crisis, leading to protests and escalating racial violence at public schools. Local media officials worried that depicting an unruly group of students like the Sweat Hogs would ignite a wave of rebellion. They feared the show would incite truancy and anti-authority behavior among the youth at that time. Along with WCVB-TV, a series of other affiliated television stations in several northern states also hesitated to air the show. This local broadcast ban created an unprecedented precedent for a newly launched sitcom project on ABC. The wave of opposition did not stop at television stations quickly spreading to mainstream educational organizations. The National Education Association, NEA, the largest teachers' union in the United States, spoke out with harsh criticism against the show. The NEA argued that the series distorted the image of the school environment and demeaned the role of teachers. They condemned the portrayal of rebellious student characters as heroes, inadvertently encouraging negative attitudes toward learning. Facing immense pressure, the production team held special screenings for NEA leaders to watch the subsequent episodes in full. After witnessing Mr. Kotter's heart and humanistic educational methods, the NEA reversed its decision. By early 1976, the National Education Association not only withdrew its objection, but also officially issued a recommendation that students watch the show. This recognition helped the initial storm of public opinion gradually fade away. Still, just as the external storm quieted down, the internal war behind the lens began to explode fiercely. Intense conflict arose between script creator Gabe Kaplan and executive producer James Komack. James Komack was a seasoned producer who wanted to seize complete control over the artistic content. He began interfering deeply in the script writing work and step-by-step ousted Gabe Kaplan from the writer's room. For Kaplan, this work was a passion project deeply marked by personal touches from his childhood in Brooklyn. Being stripped of his creative rights left the actor-writer extremely furious and feeling deeply betrayed. Producer Komack publicly declared in the press at the time, Gabe Kaplan is a good stage comedian, but he is not the one who decides the strategic direction for an entire television show. In response, Kaplan candidly accused Komack of commercializing the work and stripping away its inherent authentic identity. He asserted that eliminating real-life elements would ruin the core value that created the series' success. Throughout this period, the atmosphere on set constantly fell into a state of extreme tension. The power struggle between the two key figures created a deep rift across the entire film production team. This rift not only affected the filming schedule, but also began to degrade the script quality. The episodes gradually lost their natural cohesion, ushering in a series of lingering crises in subsequent seasons. But the real fuse that caused the balance of power to collapse entirely came from a cinematic event outside the control of the entire production team. The power breaking point. By late 1977, the American television landscape recorded a major turning point as the balance of power in Welcome Back, Kotter was shattered. The cause stemmed from the resounding movie success of young actor John Travolta outside of television. In December, the feature film Saturday Night Fever was officially released and created a global disco music cultural phenomenon. The role of Tony Manero earned John Travolta an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Travolta's career continued to explode in the summer of 1978 with the musical blockbuster Grease. The film achieved record-breaking box office revenue, officially propelling the 24-year-old star into the ranks of top A-list film icons in Hollywood. In just 2 years, John Travolta's status changed completely. From a television actor receiving modest compensation, he became the most sought-after face in the entertainment industry with multi-million-dollar movie contracts. This meteoric rise directly impacted the production structure of Welcome Back, Kotter. Executive producer James Komack quickly realized that Travolta was the sole media goldmine capable of sustaining the series' appeal. To keep Travolta on television, Komack poured all resources and favoritism toward the young actor. He was willing to adjust the filming schedule around Travolta's busy movie calendar and continually increased his screen time. This decision meant that the character Vinnie Barbarino became the center of every script. All comedic situations and media highlights were funneled to Travolta, pushing the other characters into background roles on screen. Komack's pampering of Travolta inadvertently sidelined Gabe Kaplan from the central position. Kaplan was extremely furious when the show bearing his own name drastically reduced the screen time of the teacher character, Mr. Kotter. Sharing his frustration regarding this injustice in the press in 1978, Gabe Kaplan spoke out, "The name of the show is Welcome Back, Kotter, but they are intentionally turning it into a showcase for John Travolta and pushing me out the door." The feud between Kaplan and Komack erupted into a public media war. Kaplan accused the producer of ruining the show's original humanistic spirit, while Komack claimed that Kaplan was jealous of his younger co-star's cinematic success. Representing the production team, James Komack once bluntly declared in TV Guide, "We have to do what is best for the ratings, and television audiences right now only want to see John Travolta on screen." Refusing to back down under pressure from the producer, Gabe Kaplan decided to resort to legal action. In 1978, he officially filed a lawsuit against the production company to reclaim his creative rights and his character's standing in the script. Alongside legal action, Kaplan began taking direct boycott measures right on set. He refused to attend table reads and was absent from many live tapings in front of the audience. The culminating conflict led Gabe Kaplan to refuse to appear in a series of initial episodes of Season 4. The absence of the central character, Kotter, created a massive void in the structure of the work. The show fell into a severe personnel crisis as the lead actor boycotted filming, while the biggest star Travolta also began preparing to leave the small screen behind to focus entirely on cinema. The working environment on the ABC set became stifling and deeply divided. The supporting cast was pushed into a passive position as the script was constantly shuffled and revised at the last minute to cover up Kaplan's absence. With the creator of the show pushed away and the show's biggest star having one foot out the door toward Hollywood, the production team made a disastrous script change, a move intended to save the show that instead served as the final blow, ending its life entirely. The fateful scene. Entering Season 4 in the fall of 1978, the production team of Welcome Back, Kotter faced pressure to maintain the filming schedule in the absence of lead actor Gabe Kaplan. The writing team was forced to make a decisive script pivot. To rationalize Kaplan's inability to appear regularly, the script arranged for the character of teacher Gabe Kotter to receive a promotion to vice principal of Buchanan High. This event immediately caused the story structure to become completely distorted. Moving Mr. Kotter into a managerial position separated him from his familiar classroom. The moment Mr. Kotter left the podium to step into the administrative office was the pivotal scene that marked the collapse of the entire series. The core success formula of the work was completely destroyed. The warm, genuine interaction between Mr. Kotter and the Sweat Hogs group of students, originally considered the show's soul, disappeared entirely from the screen. Many television newspapers of that era noted that promoting Kotter inadvertently stripped away the work's greatest emotional anchor. This character no longer held the role of psychological guide for the unruly students. Commenting on this disastrous decision, a television critic for the Los Angeles Times wrote, "Separating Mr. Kotter from the classroom meant stripping away the heartbeat that sustained the entire show." Alongside the main actor crisis, John Travolta's withdrawal dealt another heavy blow to the project. Due to a busy movie schedule following Grease, Travolta officially reduced his contractual commitment to a minimum. He appeared only as a special guest star in just 8 episodes of Season 4. The reality that the biggest star was no longer appearing regularly created far too large a void for the fan base. To fill the void left by Travolta, James Comac's production team hastily introduced a new character named Beau Delabarre. The role played by young actor Stephen Shortridge was expected to create a new wave. Beau Delabarre was crafted as a transfer student from the South, with handsome looks and a carefree personality. The production board hoped this character would replace Vinnie Barbarino's youth idol status. Still, this calculation by the team failed completely in the face of harsh backlash from the public. Television audiences firmly turned their backs on the new character, viewing this addition as a forced, unnatural effort. A representative from a fan group sent a letter expressing disappointment to the ABC network. "We watched the show because of the genuine affection between the old characters. No unfamiliar face can replace John Travolta." The combination of a disrupted script and cast changes led to an unprecedentedly severe collapse in viewership ratings. Once a work in the top 10 most-watched shows in America, the show's rankings went into a free fall. By the second half of Season 4, Nielsen ratings recorded Welcome Back, Kotter plunging disastrously to 112th place on the national rankings. This represented a record viewership decline for a show that had once led the ABC network. Facing an unsalvageable decline, ABC network leadership made the decision to axe the show. In May 1979, ABC officially issued an announcement completely canceling the television series Welcome Back, Kotter. Even more sadly, the show was pulled from the broadcast schedule without a proper, meaningful series finale for the audience. An entertainment cultural icon that had once dominated the 1970s quietly came to a bittersweet close. The studio lights switched off, bringing an end to a turbulent chapter. Still, the story of Welcome Back, Kotter did not stop there. Decades passed, and the fate of each member in that year's classroom diverged into completely contrasting directions. Lasting legacy. After Welcome Back, Kotter officially ceased broadcasting in 1979, the show's cast embarked on completely separate career paths. Each person chose their own road, with unexpected, unforeseen turns. John Travolta continued his rise to become a global cinematic icon. Although his career experienced a period of stagnation in the 1980s, he made a historic comeback with director Quentin Tarantino's classic film Pulp Fiction in 1994. This work earned him a second Oscar nomination, solidifying his status as one of Hollywood's most influential film stars. Looking back at that former television launchpad, Travolta once shared, "Welcome Back, Kotter was the very first door that opened up my entire artistic life." In contrast to Travolta, Gabe Kaplan gradually withdrew from commercial entertainment activities. He decided to pivot toward an entirely new field and achieved resounding success as a professional poker player. Over several decades, Kaplan accumulated millions of dollars in prize money from prestigious tournaments. He also became an iconic commentator for the World Series of Poker WSOP tournament and the famous show High Stakes Poker. Actor Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, who played Boom Boom Washington, chose a resilient artistic path. He continued to dedicate himself to the entertainment industry as a television actor, film director, and professional recording artist. Alongside career advancements, the former star cast also had to face painful losses. The 2010s recorded a series of sad events as several key members of the Sweat Hogs class passed away one after another. On January 26, 2012, actor Robert Heggies, who played Juan Epstein, drew his final breath following a stroke and acute heart attack at age 60. His sudden passing stunned the media. Just a few months after that tragedy, on August 14th, Ron Palillo, who played the witty Arnold Horshack, also passed away from a heart attack at age 63. The consecutive loss of two Sweat Hog members left behind deep sorrow. The sorrow extended to October 25, 2014, when actress Marcia Strassman, who portrayed Julie Kotter, passed away at age 66 after years of battling breast cancer. American media outlets simultaneously reported in remembrance of her. Before these sorrowful events occurred, the cast had an emotional, historic reunion. In April 2011, they appeared together on stage at the 9th TV Land Awards ceremony in the city of Los Angeles. At this event, the show's team was honored to receive the 35th Anniversary Award. The moment the star cast stood on stage together after more than 3 decades brought tears to millions of fans who cherish the series. During the emotional ceremony in 2011, Gabe Kaplan addressed the entire audience. "We were a real family, and that affection has never changed, no matter how much time has passed." The fall of Welcome Back, Kotter remains a costly lesson for the Hollywood television industry regarding the importance of upholding core values. Even so, that regrettable collapse still cannot erase the brilliant cultural mark that the work once left behind. How do you evaluate the disastrous decision to promote Mr. Kotter back in the day? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on the next exciting behind-the-scenes movie dossiers